1.6 billion cups of coffee are drunk worldwide every day. That's enough to fill nearly 300 Olympic-sized swimming pools every day, and if you don't have a jar of coffee in your kitchen, you're probably in a minority. Coffee is a global industry and is the second largest commodity-based product, only oil beats it. More than 1200 years ago hard-working people fought to stay awake without this stimulant, until a herd of curious goats and their watchful master, an Arab named Khalid, discovered this simple, life-changing substance. As his goats grazed on the Ethiopian slopes, he noticed they became lively and excited after eating a particular berry. Instead of just eating the berries, they were taken and boiled to create al-kawa. Sufis in Yemen drank al-kawa for the same reasons we do today, to stay awake. They could now concentrate during late-night dhikr, prayers in the remembrance of Allah. It spread to the rest of the Muslim world through travelers, pilgrims and traders, reaching Mecca and Turkey in the late 15th century and Cairo in the 16th century as a popular beverage. It was a Turk named Pasqua Rossi, a merchant in 1650 CE, who first brought coffee into the UK, selling it in a coffee house in George Yard, Lombard Street, London. 8 years later another cafe called Sultan's Head was opened in Cornhill. Lloyd's of London, today a famous insurance company, was originally a coffee shop called Edward Lloyd's Coffee House. By 1700, there were about 500 coffee houses in London, and nearly 3,000 in the whole of England. They were known as penny universities because you could listen and talk with the great minds of the day for the price of a coffee, a penny, which was then 1/240 of a pound. The consumption of coffee in Europe was largely based on the traditional Muslim preparation of the drink. This entailed boiling the mixture of coffee powder, sugar and water together, which left a coffee residue in the cup because it was not filtered. However, in 1683 a new way of preparing and drinking coffee was discovered, and it became a coffee house favorite. Cappuccino coffee was inspired by a certain Marco di Aviano, a priest from the Capuchin monastic order, who was fighting against the Turks besieging Vienna in 1683. Following the retreat of the Turks, the Viennese made coffee from abandoned sacks of Turkish coffee. Finding it too strong for their taste, they mixed it with cream and honey. This made the color of coffee turn brown, resembling the color of the Capuchins' robes. The Viennese then named it cappuccino, in honor of the Marco d'Aviano's order, and since then cappuccino has been drunk for its enjoyable, smooth taste.